be sitting here with you today and discussing how the potential powers of positive thinking will provide favorable benefits to your self-confidence and your health. I would first like to start off by giving you an example of how positive thinking works. If you're learning how to ride a bike, 9 times out of 10 you're going to fall off at least one time. Instead of giving up because you got hurt or your feelings got hurt, keep on trying. Tell yourself that you can do it. And eventually you'll learn how to ride a bike. And everybody knows once you learn how to ride a bike, you never forget. I have grown up on the concept of positive thinking. So with the knowledge that I've gained through my personal experiences, religious teachings, and also the books that I have studied on the subject, I know that positive thinking can be a benefit to anybody out there. Now that you have an idea of what we'll be discussing today, let's get started by figuring out why we even need positive thinking to begin with. Nobody lives a perfect life. Everybody will experience at least one form of stress in their lifetime. In 2009, the American Psychology Association conducted a survey on 536 tweens like you, who ranged between the ages of 8 and 12. Of those tweens, 26% stated that they had an increase in their worries or their stress. 30% of them stated that they had headaches. 39% stated trouble sleeping. And then 27% of those tweens also stated they either ate too little or ate too much because of their increased worries. I know you remember taking the FCAT test last year. How many people in your class or even your teachers stated that they weren't feeling well or they were stressed out due to the FCAT?
Maybe 5 to 6 times in total.
Okay, what about you?
10 times.
That's quite a big number for just one test, isn't it? Everybody has at least one form of stress in their life. Another thing to consider is that negative thoughts tend to build upon each other. So if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you may have a forecast of dark and gloomy skies for the rest of the day. Also, if you view an event if you have an event that comes out with a negative outcome, you may tend to view that entire event as negative. Viewing events as negative may cause you to have a negative outlook on life. Another thing to consider is that negative attitudes can lead to the susceptibility of disease and stress. Research has shown that pessimists, which are just negative thinkers, tend to have a decreased level in helper T cells. A helper T cell is the conductor of the immune system. Also, negative thinkers have an increase in stress hormones in their body, such as cortisol. An increased stress can cause inflammation or stress inflammation, which leads to aches and pains in the body. But don't worry, because there's always a way to reverse the downward spiral of negative thinking. All you have to do is just start with one simple positive thought. By using the potential power of positive thinking, you can boost your self-confidence and your health. There are so many ways that we can have a positive outlook in any kind of situation. Abraham Lincoln once said, "We can complain that rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice that thorn bushes have roses." Also, you can talk positively to yourself, whether in your mind or out loud. And take note of what's important to you and why you're happy and thankful. But we also need to be realistic in our positive thinking. Even though you will it, and you can think positive all you want about growing wings and flying, it's humanly impossible. Also, the book of James, chapter 2, verse 17 states, "Faith without works is dead." What this means is, you're not going to get it if you don't work for it. So no matter how much you want that scholarship to land in your lap, you need to work for it or it's not going to happen. Here are several examples of how positive thinking can work for you. A positive thought can set off a spiral of events and can lead you to have a positive outlook on life. My stepmother Janice was diagnosed with breast cancer. Instead of choosing to just wait to die or to sulk about it, she decided to become active and to have a positive affirmation on a daily basis that she read. She also ate right and started to exercise in conjunction with the medications and the treatments that she had to do. She didn't let things get her down when she didn't always get the results she wanted. And today, she's currently breast cancer free. Now that you know how to use the potential power of positive thinking in your life, let's envision ourselves using this power on a daily basis. Picture yourself reading a positive affirmation about how well you're going to do this year. How do you think this is going to make you feel?
Ecstatic. Confident.
Awesome. And this newfound confidence is going to give you the ability to ask teachers for help when you need it and also do well in the classes. So AP Honor Roll, here you come. Now think about being optimistic about beating a sickness or a disease. This optimism will give you an increase in natural T cells and also the natural killer cytotoxicity in your body. Laboratory research has shown that the natural killer cytotoxicity reflects the ability of the T cells to kill cancer cells. So, let's face it, there's no reason that you shouldn't be practicing the power of positive thinking. Besides, positive thinking just makes you happy. It brings you a reduced level of stress and sickness in your body, and it'll boost your self-confidence. So, come on, don't just think about it, be about it. There will be many situations throughout your lifetime that are going to try and rain on your parade, but don't let this get you down. Set your mindset towards victory in everything you do. So right now, we're going to play the glad game. In this game, I give you a negative or a situation that could be viewed as negative, and then you need to use a positive thinking technique to make a positive out of the situation. So here is your situation. You're on the pier fishing with your friends, enjoying your day, and whoosh, out of nowhere, it starts raining cats and dogs. How are you going to view this event as positive?
I can view a busy event as positive because when it's raining, you can have fun with it. You can play in the rain.
What about you?
When it's raining, have fun with it, and you can have rain fun.
Well, those are both good answers, and I know that you came up with a good answer yourself.
Thank you.
Always remember that positive thinking has been the driving force behind many survivor stories, famous athletes, superstars, and successful business women and men today. So let the power of positive thinking work for you. Sitting with you and sharing with you today has become a positive experience in my life, and I really do hope that you feel the same. So thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day.